everyone, I'm Samaya aka Hyjabi Panda, and today I'm going to be doing another writing vlog. But before we get into the actual typing, I wanted to talk about a few of my inspirations for the book that I'm currently writing. So I'm not writing a dystopian per se. There's a war going on in the book, but there's no bleakness in terms of the actual plot, like what's happening in the action. Um, Overall, I wouldn't say it's a dystopian, but a big inspiration for the certain section of the book that I'm writing, chapter 15, 16, and 17, is going to be an assessment type challenge game aspect. So we're going with The Hunger Games for this inspiration. I remember reading The Hunger Games when I was in high school, when the movies were coming out. Right around then, like the first movie came out when I was in high school, I believe. I don't remember the dates, but I remember reading all of the books back to back to back, trying to catch up before all the movies came out. But I didn't even watch the movies until like I was in university, so I waited a good chunk, a good amount of time before actually watching the films, even after I finished the books. So I have all three of them in this edition with the dust jackets removed. I got them from Value Village, which is a thrift store in my area. I tend to get a lot of books from Value Village because it's cheaper than buying them new, and they're just as good. If you could see the inside, I won't want to spoil anything. But the pages are completely white. There's no damage from what I can tell on the inside of the book or on the outside of the book. The dust jackets were pretty beat up, and I actually really like the emblem on the front, so I just kept it without the dust jacket, and it's perfectly fine. I have Hunger Games, Catching Fire, and Mockingjay all like this, and I think I also have Songbirds and Snakes, which I haven't read yet, and I'm also gonna purchase, if I get the chance to purchase a hardcover version of Sunset on the Reaping, I think is what it's called. But another inspiration for this, I don't think it's necessarily because of the setting, or they're both dystopians, but I really like the writing of Wabjishik Grace. I really like this book. It's very much a cultural statement in my mind of indigenous culture. So the author Rice, he's from Anishinaabe nation in Canada, and he talks about, he's a journalist, and he talks about his career and stuff like that. But the thing I caught the most out of this was the story, and the plot was progressing, and then there's a huge plot twist at the end that I was expecting, kind of, sort of. I was like, okay, this, but then he goes and he does the thing. And it shocked me at the end that he actually went and ended the book like that. I have the second book, Moon of the Turning Leaves. So this is Moon of the Crested Snow. Follows Evan. Cultural and significant elements of the story were very impactful on me. So I really like this book, if you want to check it out. And I'm still in the middle of this Moon of the Turning Leaves. I got this pre-ordered, and I haven't gotten a chance to finish the book yet because I've just been so busy. But I really like Nangons, the character in this one. She's amazing. Honestly, she's really cool. It's very YA aspect to her character, but then it's also an adult book, I believe. But you're following like a young adult or a new adult experiencing the same kind of sort of dystopian aspects of this novel, but it's through Nangon's perspective in this one, kind of. It's third person throughout. But I really enjoyed this book too. I'm not done yet. No spoilers, please. But yeah, this is a really cool book. I love this book. So I don't know how to explain it. And I hope I'm not putting the wrong feelers out for the book that I'm writing. The characters in the book that I'm currently writing, they're like teenagers. So that's why I really, really like Nangon's. I wanted to share with you before I start my writing session again. This is a book that you probably saw in the background of my previous video. I have this on my desk over there. This is actually my reading journal. I'm not going to show you the contents of it because I have opinions on books that I don't really want to share. They're not fully fledged ideas in here. I just chicken scratch my ideas with pretty pictures of the covers inside. So this is my reading journal. I decorated it with some stickers on the inside. So this is a notebook from Indigo. I have some, these stickers are from Journal Say, butterflies and flowers. But let me show you an example page of what I plan on doing. So this is an example page. I have here Ready Player One, a little space for me to write my ideas, and I write my ideas and my thoughts. So I have some really cool books I want to share with you too. I'm not writing a romance, but I really like Nicola Yoon. Either Instructions for Dancing or The Sun Is Also a Star. Those are really, really good books. YA love stories, but they're like contemporary and cute, and I really like them. So yeah, just a little insight into like the sort of things I read. Anyways, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this little tidbit about my writing journal and the books that I'm really excited about. Yeah, I want to read a book right now before I get into writing. I don't normally do this. I normally just have an idea of what I'm going to write, and then I write. But I haven't read anything recently, and I kind of want to get back into reading. So one would be to start Raybearer. I haven't tried this yet, but I kind of want to read it. So let's see. So let's start with Raybearer. It's available to borrow. I think we're gonna go with the first one. Is that crazy? Yeah, we're gonna go with the first option, which is Raybearer. Okay, this is cool. I'm gonna start with this book. I'm gonna see how it goes. Okay, open audiobook. 14 hours long, the audiobook. Speaking of Value Village, it still has the Value Village sticker on it. I'm gonna take that off. But let's see actually what's on the outside cover. Oh, this is such a pretty cover. You kidding me? Are you kidding me? I've never looked at the spine. This is the sort of thing I want on my book. I just sometimes just look at the dust jacket, what's under the dust jacket for no apparent reason, but Raybearer! I'm excited. Okay. So let's get into reading. So I have my bookmark, the audiobook's ready, so let's just press start. So, yeah, this is an intense story. So far I'm enjoying it. It's just that the lore is very deep, and I like the characters. Young adult. It's young adult. But it's the characters are 11, and I'm like, what? They're probably gonna age them up then, I guess, because this is a mature topic. But I'm liking it so far. I'm on chapter 6 already. Let's see. Ooh, you can see my bookmark. It's very interesting so far. So, hi everyone, it's Samaya, and today is November 4th, and I'm about to start writing for the day. I skipped 2 days of writing already. I only managed to do 1 day of nano, so I just didn't have the time to write. But today I am feeling better. I actually already started reviewing what I wrote in the previous vlog, and editing a little bit to try and figure out why I feel stuck in the story all of a sudden again. It's looking really good. I did some edits and I'm still at 2,000 words, but I did cut out a few sentences that just didn't feel like it was in the right place and that they didn't fit with what I was writing at the moment. So I am writing the next section of the novel, which means that I am working on getting the characters into this training montage. I'm calling what they're going through right now a training montage. It's not going to be like the movie montage where you see clips and vignettes of different training exercises. It's going to be like you're training with the characters, but it's going to be sped up, of course. There's going to be time jumps, I think. I'm not sure yet, though, because I have not written this type of thing before. I've been trying to get my writing back on track. So let's get back into writing the novel, because I haven't been writing anything but my novel for the past 3 months. But yeah, let's get into that. So let's get started. For my first session, I did 951 words, and I kind of finished chapter 16. I still have a lot to work on in terms of this chapter, but overall, the bare bones of it are down. I'm feeling good about it. It's just that I need to start writing some action scenes. I think I'm getting angsty because I haven't written a battle yet, and the next chapter is also not going to have a battle in it yet. It could have half of a battle, or like the setup to a battle, but I don't think it'll have action in this one either. I don't know. I was feeling a little off, but I think I just need some time to think about it, process it. Hi everyone. So it's been about 4 days since I last wrote. It's Sunday, November 9. And so today I am going to be writing again. I wrote a few words, but it's hard to track those sorts of things if you're not consistent with every day. But I went back into my footage of this week and the week before, and I looked at my word counts, and I'm starting to use the rough draft challenge tracker. from Heart Breathings. Sarah Cannon made this tracker. So day one, November 1st, I did how many words? Let's hover over this. I did 601 words. And then I skipped 2 days, and on the 4th, I did 951 words, which takes me to 1,552 words in the full project. So today, to catch up, let's see, I need to write. This is kind of a ridiculous word count for me because I'm not writing that much these days, but the word count to catch up is 2,948 words. Possibly doable. I don't know. But we're gonna just start slow right now. I'm just gonna start because I did chapter 15 and 16 in the last vlog and a little bit in the last clip. I wrote 951 words in the last clip. Today we're going to start with chapter 17 and we'll see how that goes, which is going to be difficult for me because I don't know if I even like what I wrote for chapter 16. Chapter 16 was an interesting chapter. It had a lot of interiority, I think people say, like character development on an interior level where she's thinking about things, talking with her inner thoughts and like figuring out what her plan is of action for the going forward. Not much physical action has happened, but I was talking to my sister about this and she was suggesting that not every chapter has to have major action. So I'm going to see what my mentor thinks when I edit this, but I think I'm going to push on ahead and go to chapter 17 today, just because I need to get words on the page. So let's just go over the Rough Draft Challenge website, how it looks. So right now here we're on day 9 of the challenge and we're at 2,386 words. And the goal for today is supposed to be actually at 4,500 words. I'm not there yet. So we have the blue line, which is what we actually achieved. And here is the goal line. Anyway, so that's how it looks. 15% through the challenge. That's pretty cool. And yeah, you update the words here, you edit the project here, all of that stuff looks like this. But the goal at the end of the challenge for me is to get to 15,000 words. Hopefully we can get above that, but yeah. Yeah. Today's been very productive. I'm gonna go check what the word count is for today. Chapter 17. We're at 834 words. That's good on my books. I got a revelation from my writing. I got a lot of insight from just one little conversation one little piece of dialogue that I put in, and it's like, wow, I can't believe I didn't realize this in my planning and all of my outlining, but this is amazing. I am so excited because there's a revelation in this scene that I wasn't aware of, but it makes perfect sense. And I don't know, it's just crazy to have these revelations so late in the drafting process. Chapter 17 is 10 chapters away from the end. I'm like 70% of the way through my book now. So let me add those words to the tracker for Rough Draft Challenge. So hi everyone, it's the evening of November 9. It's still Sunday. Tomorrow I have work in the morning, but I am going to try and get some writing in and some reading in if we could get the time. I am just going to start writing. So let's get into it. Okay. Okay, so we're done now with the next section of the novel. I'll just see how many words total I did for the chapter, and we'll calculate later how many words I did for this writing session. Words total. Okay, 610. 610 words. Okay, so let's add that to the tracker. 2,996 words for the total project since the beginning. We're at 19% instead of 15%, and that's just by writing today. So again, now the word count remaining for the for the rest of the challenges, I actually have to write only 572 words to catch up. So every day to catch up. The original goal was 500, but adding another 72 words is not too bad. Let's see how that. I'm 55% of the way through When the Turning Leaves, and I got my audiobook back, and I also am 14% of the way through Raybearer. I think I'm going to go with Raybearer because I started the vlog with Raybearer, but I kind of want to go into When the Turning Leaves, but that's for the next video, hopefully. Back, gonna start the audiobook. Here's Raybearer by Jordan Ifueko. This is getting really interesting, actually, so I'm gonna continue reading it. Total for today for writing and total for the challenge. So I wrote 1,444 words today, which is pretty good. So yeah, I'm doing good on the challenge. I really look forward to seeing you guys in the next video, talking more about the challenge and how it's going. But the story is developing, and I'm really excited about that because I thought I was going to be stuck on this part for a while. It did take me 4 days to get back into writing, but I feel a lot better, and I actually kind of see where it's going, and hopefully I could keep this momentum for a while. So I'll see you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching.